On Wednesday, November 5th, 2014, the City of Buena Park showed its appreciation for veterans at the Ehlers Senior Activity Center's Veterans Memorial. This year, the Veterans Ceremony honored Isidor Berch, a longtime Buena Park resident and World War II Army veteran. Mr. Berch was involved in the D-Day invasion in Normandy and is credited with the single-handed capture of 12 German soldiers when he fell into a foxhole and his rifle misfired, scaring the soldiers who willingly gave up. Later, while on patrol through France, he was wounded in the leg and was taken out of action for the rest of the war. The ceremony also included the announcement that Buena Park's VFW Post has been renamed and dedicated as Veteran of Foreign Wars 2nd Lieutenant Walter D. Ehlers Memorial Post 8954. Mr. Ehlers, also a longtime Buena Park resident, passed away earlier this year at the age of 92 and was buried with full military honors at the Riverside Memorial Cemetery. The event started out with a pasta dinner hosted by the Ehlers Senior Activity Center, with veterans representing all branches of service. After the dinner, the veterans were seated with honor at the Veterans Memorial for the ceremony.
Veterans, please come forward. Please rise. At this time, we'd like to say to the veterans, thank you for your service. And to their families, thank you for your sacrifice.
Left wheel, march, head, 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 high, head, head, three, set, go!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Carry,
Put in.
colors, about, hey. By the ripple, forward, march.
Right, face.
Post.
Post.
Freeze, set.
Freeze, head.
Arms. Order.
Put it.
Arms. Right, face. Forward, march.
Big. Close. Up as the lip, the way, out. Forward, march. At this time, we may all be seated. And to our veterans, if we would ask, as your call to service, as your music for your service is played, please rise and let us know who you are.
United States Army.
Over hill, over dale, we will hit the dusty trail, and the caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter march and right about, and the caissons go rolling along. Then it's high, high, he in the field artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong, for wherever you go, you will always know that the caissons go rolling along.
United States Marines.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines.
All right,
United States Navy.
just stand up.
Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day. Through our last night on shore, drink to the full, until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home.
United States Coast Guard.
We're always ready for the call. We place our trust in thee. To serve and serve and guide, shall our purpose be. Semper Paratus is our guide, our fame and glory too. To fight, to save, to fight and die. High Coast Guard, we are for you.
United States Air Force.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, swimming to meet our thunder. At the moment, give it a gun. Give it a gun. Down the dive, spouting your flame from under. Off the one terrible course. We live in fame, won't go down in flame. Ain't nothing to stop the U.S. Air Force. 'Cause 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 'c
I didn't have the honor of serving in any of the armed services, but it is my privilege and honor every single day to go to work and see so many faces that have seen so many things, have been so many places, and have done so much for us. I cannot thank you for your sacrifice and service enough to this great nation. I appreciate everything that you have done. Today, I do have a special presentation to Isidor Berch. Let me give you a little bit of background on Isidor. He was born in Boston in August of 1918. He graduated high school in 1936 in the middle of the Great Depression. He soon joined the U.S. Army in 1942. And then I lose track of him a little bit. But in 2013, he entered my life forever. His wife, Virginia, called me up and said he's receiving a very special medal from the French government. He became a recipient of the French Legion of Honor, the highest honor the French can bestow upon an American. It was a very special and touching moment for me to be shown everything that he's shown me, all of his medals, and it's just absolutely wonderful. I do want to call forward Isidor Berch at this time. I do have a plaque for him. Isidor, if you could. I do have one other thing for him. It's coming from the Acacia Quilt Guild. They were kind enough to create a quilt in his honor.
Oh my. Wow. Really? Oh my goodness. This is fabulous.
I thought it might have been colder. He might have needed it today. At this point, I'd like to call up John Muller to give a very special announcement in regards to the VFW Post here in Buena Park. Thank you.
A number of years ago, I met a gentleman. I was asked to assist in a presentation and honoring him for his service to our country at Normandy and during the World War II in naming the Ehlers Center. Here over the course of the number of years, I've had a chance to get to know him and his family. I've had a chance to participate in other activities. We all lost a great individual this year in his passing. As post commander of Buena Park Post 8954, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, we felt it only appropriate to take some action after he passed. We took the steps necessary after checking with his lovely wife and getting her permission, and we took the action necessary to rededicate the post. The post is now identified, and you can find us on the internet, as Veterans of Foreign Wars, 2nd Lieutenant Walter D. Ehlers Memorial Post 8954 of Buena Park, California. It is with great privilege and pleasure I will present a copy of the charter for the renaming to his wife.
John, hold up.
Yes. Wait a minute, Dorothy.
Really quick, sorry, Dorothy. I do have a representative from the supervisor's office, from Sean Nelson's office. I do have Steve Spirnak. I think he'd like to make a quick presentation.
Thank you, Mark, and good evening. My name is Steve Spirnak. I'm representing Orange County Supervisor Sean Nelson, the Board of Supervisors, and the 3.2 million people that couldn't be here tonight to honor Walt Ehlers and the designation for a brand new VFW post. Dorothy, I'd like to present this on behalf of the people of Orange County to honor your husband for the heroics and the life that he lived, the inspiration he was for this community center, and for all veterans that cherished his friendship and honored with great respect and humility the life that he gave you and the friendship he provided to everybody he ran into. So on behalf of the County of Orange, a copy of the proclamation that we're going to also present to John Muller and the VFW. And Post Commander John Muller, about a year ago, John spoke to me about this, about how he had come up with the idea to honor Walt. And we spoke at the funeral at Riverside, where they had full military honors for the Medal of Honor recipient. It was one of the most incredible memorials I've ever seen. John says, hey, let's put this together. Let's make it happen. So John not only got All-American honors, one of 190
posts.
About 190 posts worldwide of the 7,000 VFWs in the world. And he got an All-American status for his contributions to the community, what he does for veterans and widows and families, what he does to help out with wheelchairs and teaching young kids about patriotism in our schools. And he got that. So not only that, but he said, hey, let's do Walt Ehlers. We'll make it we'll rename it after our post. That got done. It was a very proud moment for John Muller and all the members of 8954. And on behalf of the people of Orange County, we want to honor that accomplishment and have this for your posts for all eternity to see this special moment dedicated tonight.
Thank you on behalf of the Post 8954 and all of our members, now deceased, present, and the new ones that will come in. I accept this on their behalf, and thank you very much.
Thank you, John. I'll get a shot, John. There we go.
There you go.
This is nice.
And one more. Okay.
Honor guard. Reposition the colors. Just to show that they have not been forgotten as you're lighting your candles. As a community, we thank you for your service, and we remember our community heroes that are listed over here on the side. George Bobo, Army, 1943. Charles Edwards, Marine, 1951. Walter Herman, Marine, 1966. Ronald Corporal, Marine, 1967. Christopher Henricks, Army, 1967. Daniel Holcomb, Army, 1967. Sammy Barella, Army, 1968. Larry Butler, Marine, 1968. Marcel LaRochelle, Army, 1968. Stephen Summers, Army, 1968. Glenn Sparks, Army, 1969. Paul Walls, Navy, 1969. Theodore Bedra, Army, 1970. Jackie Denny, Marine, 1971. William Maurice, Marine, 1971. Paul Stewart, Army, 1971. Roy Brown, Army, 1989. Robert Lehman, Marine, 1968. Christopher Fishbeck, Army, 2011. Daniel Morrell, Army, 1967. Now we shall have a moment of silence.
I want to thank you all for joining us today on this grateful ceremony, appreciative of all of our men of service, all our women who have served this great nation. We also need to show our appreciation for those that are continuing to defend the freedoms that some of us may take for granted every day, but many of you here most definitely put in the hours, the days, the years to know what the sacrifice is, the service it is to this great nation, and I cannot thank you enough. The City of Buena Park cannot thank you enough. We appreciate everything that you have done. I do want to thank all the family and friends who have joined us today to thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Those words, I think, are so small, but I hope they mean a lot to you, because I am thankful each and every day that you are here, that I'm able to walk on this earth and enjoy the freedoms I enjoy. I do want to thank a few of the groups that we do have here today. One, the Buena Park City Council, the Buena Park Senior Citizens Commission, our wonderful Buena Park High School Choir, the Buena Park Air Force Junior ROTC, and John Muller and the VFW Post 8954. Thank you to you all. As we extinguish our candles, let those who have lost their lives and those that have served this great nation not be forgotten, but be remembered forever. Thank you. As we leave, I believe the choir will be singing God Bless America. Feel free to join in.
America the Beautiful.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for our land so fair.
U.S. America, my home, sweet home.
Let's give a big round of applause.